people, can I get a hello? Welcome to another episode of the Hello Effect Podcast. And me, your host, Zeke, aka Mr. Hello. I know the vibes already, man. We back with another episode. And today I got a special guest by the name of Young Diggz. Welcome, Young Diggz, to the Hello Effect Podcast, yo. All right, so first thing I want to ask you, I ask all my guests, you know what I mean, how your Sunday going so far?
Man, my Sunday really been, man, it's been blessed. I'm good, man. I woke up on the right side of the bed. We outside, sun shining, you know what I'm saying? The weather getting back good. I can't complain right now.
Hell yeah, I feel you because, you know what I mean, out here in New York, New Jersey, it was this bipolar weather, you know what I mean? I had a fucking cold for like a month, so I'm happy that it's getting better outside, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, you know, I'm from the West Coast, so at the end of the day, man, this is all brand new to me, so yeah. We definitely need the sun back. We need the sun back right now.
Now, word up. All right, so tell the people about who Young Diggz is. You know what I mean? You said you're from the West Coast, so let's talk about it.
All right, yeah, man. My name, my name on all platforms, Young Diggz 88. You know what I'm saying? That's one word. I don't want nobody ever to get that misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? Young Diggz 88. I come from Sacramento, California. That's South Sac. You know what I'm saying? Meadowview 6900 block to be exact. You know what I'm saying? This is just what we do. And I just been I've been pushing and grinding OT for a long time, really getting to some bread. You know what I'm saying? And I came out here, landed out here. The story that how I got out here is a story that probably is a whole nother segment.
I mean, could you break it down so we could digest it a little bit? Because I want to know.
All right, so boom, as long as you got time, I'm going to speak
let's talk.
All right, so I came out here on vacation and left on probation.
Mm-hmm.
I came out here December 30th, 2016, and I went to jail December 30th, 2016 and caught a 5-year bid for a gun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I got an interstate transfer to go do my parole after I paroled in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And I did my interstate transfer in Indianapolis. So I was already OT, living OT, doing my thing. And when I was in Indianapolis, I caught another gun case 10 months later in Atlanta. But I was already on parole out here.
Yeah.
So they extradited me back.
Damn.
And they told me I couldn't leave.
Mm.
So, I mean, really the music and everything that I got going in motion, that was never a plan. You know what I'm saying? It was God's plan. It wasn't my plan. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
All right, so you came out here and really started going hard on the music, or back in where you from, you was doing the music before you got jammed up?
So it was a very large period of when I tried to do music when I first was like 18, 19,
mm-hmm.
and then into the point that it started where I got back into it out here on the East Coast. But between 2007 2010, of course, I was really going hard for it. I actually had some opportunities and everything. Things didn't go the way that things were supposed to go. So and the reason why I didn't, I was so focused on, it wasn't no money coming in right then and there, and I had money in my face on some other stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me just go get that. Mm-hmm. So I spent about 10 years chasing up a bag, going to jail, you know what I'm saying? Really putting myself in a bad position. And then at the end of the day, like I said, God brought me back out to the East Coast to, I guess, really to grind and work.
Now I seen you out here grinding. That's how I found you. I came across either somebody shared your profile or the song on Instagram or some type of sponsor, and I don't know the name of the song. Let me know the name of the song. You be like, eat it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
what's the name of that jump?
That's called Eat It Up.
Well, it is called, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Been a dope boy like Ice Cube, short fuse, ain't no telling what I might do. Good game, y'all feed the bitch right food. Eat it up, eat it up, eat it up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now, shout out to my boy Lyrics Matters, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's my producer on it. Shout out to my boy Jack Bowes.
Mm-hmm.
He featured there. He featured on that song. He from Houston too, so it was really a Cali and Houston connect in the New York studio, you know what I'm saying, with a New York engineer, man. Shout out to my boy codename Bills. Shout out to Bills, man. He really helped me create on that one.
Yeah, that jump fire. But before we get into that, I want to ask you, because you said at 18 you was doing music. So anybody introduce you to music? Like, how did you get into music at that time and want to do it, like, for real?
I mean, the truth, I was always raised around music, all the way up to my great-grandmother, you know what I'm saying? So by the time I was 11, this is no cap, and y'all, anybody could quote me on this. By the time I was 11, 12 years old, I was like a little skating rink legend.
Oh, word?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like music was always in me. So like I'm a road bounce type of skater. You know what I'm
that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Like and You know, so I've always loved music. Always was a Lil Wayne fan. I was a Lil Wayne fan before I ever wanted to rap. You know what I'm saying? And basically coming through high school, early 2000, 2004, 2005, 2006. You know, I was just like, shit, that's where the shine is at. You get some money and you start rapping, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, hell
and,
yeah.
You know, as a teenager, you know, we was getting some money, we was staying fly, we was having cars and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, that was like just something I feel like went hand in hand, but it came kind of natural to me. And since it came so natural, that's why I kept like going with it. Like everybody gravitated to it. Shout out to the 80s babies too. We ain't gonna forget about
shout out to AB baby.
Yeah, 80s
word.
babies, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna forget about it.
So who put you first in the studio though? Like, nah, we gotta take you to the studio, yo. You got it. It had to been that one person that be like, nah, you got it.
Shout out to the 80s babies. All right, so my boy Go Slim and my boy D-Moore, they was already rapping. You know what I'm saying? My boy Go Slim, he was really on some stuff called The Takeover back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Takeover. You know what I'm saying? They took me to the studio and like we was all outside together and you know we all had our own little names and what we was doing outside. And I told him like, you know, man, I've been rapping. You know what I'm saying? I've been writing and stuff like that. And we went and made a dance song. It's called Dip and Swerve. You know
Could we find that on YouTube anyway? Like,
no, this is before all that aired.
nah, somebody gotta have a tape. We gotta see it, yo.
No, it's crazy. It's so crazy. We even shot it. We even shot something on a block, man, Middle Parkway. We was on Middle Parkway. We shot some on the block on a VHS camera. I wish we can get that footage, but at the end of the day, nah, it's not on no platform.
Oh, okay.
Like literally, I had a whole like little mixtape called Do the Most. Like that was kind of like flooding through. For sure, the South area of Sacramento, it was flooded. Like people still ask me for the music, but it was never on no platform. Like it was back in the day we used to burn everything on a CD, put your number on there. You know what I'm saying? Put your number on there and start passing it out. You know what I'm saying? Selling it for $5, whoever want to buy it.
Hell yeah.
So that was back in those days. So none of that music was on platforms. That's why I am a brand new artist. You know what I'm saying? No, like,
I get you. I understand what you're saying.
To the masses, I've never, you know what I'm saying? My first video was last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All that, you know what I mean? So, but definitely I did start getting in tune with it, and I did have opportunities like with Warner Brothers, Island Records. You know what I'm saying? I had opportunities, but I never really took it serious because I was so embedded to like, bro, we gotta get some money now. I don't know why I was on that.
I get it.
Yeah, but like my patience now is the reason why we like going up.
Well, now that's what's up. So. You said you from like born and raised in Sacramento?
Born and raised in Sacramento, didn't leave until I was like 26.
And when you left, you came to New York?
No, when I left.
When you left? When you came?
I went to Indianapolis, Indiana.
And how long you was there for?
So basically, boom, within the time span of me getting locked up. So I was there from June 2014, and I got locked up December 30th, 2016. I did the 5 years and I went back, but was only out there another year and then got extradited. So altogether, I was there only 3 years.
Okay.
But I've been gone since 2014.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But so pretty much most of your life you've been in Sacramento pretty much.
My whole life.
So this gets to my next question.
Yeah.
Did Sacramento shape your sound?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Anybody ever asks me who my favorite rapper is, I always tell them it's Mac Dre.
Okay, shout out to Mac Dre.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, the rappers kinds of Too Short, E40, Mac Dre, Jacka, Messy Moore. We all come from a pimping culture. We all come from, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's always going to be embedded to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, you know what I'm saying? It's always a part of how we was raised. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, you got some place where you go, like, you feel me? Like, the culture is crack dealing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody D-boys. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, everybody really trying to mac and pimp. You know what I'm saying? So literally, yes, where I come from.
But do they like, I don't know, do Sacramento have like an accent? Like how can I tell somebody from Sacramento? Like,
I'm not gonna say that we got an accent different from anybody else in California. So you know what I'm saying? Maybe we might talk more proper than somebody else. You know what I'm saying? LA is 7 hours away from us. So they definitely talk a lot different than us. You know what I'm saying? Everything, every time they talk, you know what I'm saying? Nigga on the dead homies. We don't say that up there. We say it, but we don't say it how like they use it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you can always tell the difference from somebody from North Cali and Southern Cali. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can tell the difference just in the whole general person in itself. you'd be like, okay, nah, boy, he real territorial. He's
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Up north, we really kind of laid back players, you know what I'm saying? Even, you know what I'm saying, the ones that gang bang and everything, you know what I'm saying? You kind of can't decipher them. They still got on Gucci shoes with the, you know what I'm saying, with the Miris in it. Like, you can't tell the difference, but when you go down south, you could tell almost everybody that's really like gang banging. You could see it. You could see it. You know what I'm saying? You could see it immediately.
Hell
you know
yeah.
Yeah, facts.
All right, so let's get back to your sound. Like, to me personally, you don't sound like you from Sacramento. Like, when I hear your music, I don't hear that. Did anybody ever tell you that? Like,
Yeah, so like I told you, I've been on the road. So even when I start doing more music, everything start resonating to the South.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I was trapped. Like, I used to live in the A damn near. You know what I'm saying? Like, really tough. You know what I'm saying?
Word? Okay.
Yeah, like before I got locked up out here doing the 5 years, in Indianapolis and Atlanta was my hubs. Like, I'm talking about I'm back and forth every week, and that's an 8-hour drive. But it was counting. It was counting for something. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. But that's why my sound be so everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what, born and raised in California, so you're gonna have those songs. But then, yeah, I was in Indianapolis and down south and everywhere around there. That's a fact. I was everywhere around there. Tennessee, I used to be in DC, tough, everything, like anything, like coming.
You was out moving. You was outside heavy. I'm outside. I'm on the road on that interstate and shit.
So my sound will sound like a lot of stuff because that's what I gravitate to. Like, you know, like before I ever moved out here, I wasn't really listening to a lot of New York rap.
Yeah.
You know, I was listening to Bankroll Fresh and British Key, Jose Guapo.
Nah, hell yeah, that's Atlanta shit.
Exactly,
Yeah, heavy.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so like that's why my sound be kind of all over the place, but it's like it been working though. It been working.
All right, so what's the motivation like when you get in the studio, or I don't even know, do you write, or if you do write, do you write at the crib or you in the studio hearing beats and going crazy? What's your writing process?
So I mean, it'll be three. Be at the crib when you got the beat. You know what I'm saying? I write. That's probably when I cook up the best. Facts. This is a fact. I would get the most lyrical tracks.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I would get the most lyrical, most substance out of a song that I'm sitting with. Get in the studio. I didn't cooked up something from scratch. You know what I'm saying? He making the beat. I'm writing at the same time.
Okay.
Or going there with the beat and then start cooking. But then we got the punching. I go in there. Ain't even thought about this. So, you know what I'm saying?
Going off the top.
And when that beat come on, I'm all right, Curry. Here we go. Hold on. Turn me up. And you know what I'm saying? Then I just go off of I just go off the feeling. So that's really my three creative processes. At the end of the day, my mindset when I do any music is the performance.
Okay.
You know
what you need in the studio though to have like a great session? You know what I mean? You need some Henny, you know what I mean? You need some loud. What you need?
I mean, shout out
essentials and shit like that.
Shout out Milagro. I'm on, you know what I'm saying? Always give me some Milagro Resposado. I always
okay.
But nah, I mean, you know, drinks, weed, and good energy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's the very important thing right there. Yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't need a crowd of people around me at all. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather I'll probably be more so comfortable cooking by myself, so I could be more transparent and more, you know what I'm saying, trying out things, not feeling like somebody judge me or want to comment or something. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you get in, nah, do it like this. I'm liking it the way I'm doing it, bro. Like, leave me alone. I'm liking what I'm doing.
I ain't gonna lie, that was you get into my next question. I was gonna ask you about constructive criticism, like, because I feel like people don't take that nowadays. So how do you feel about that? Like somebody be like, nah,
no,
Young Diggz, nah, change.
No. If I can really hear the sound with it, because I got an ear for this shit for sure. This is a fact. You know what I'm saying? If I can hear the sound, it's done. Like literally, that's why I shouted out the engineer that made Eat It Up with us, because at the end of the day, he put a lot of grasp on the song, bro. He was like, you know what? Say it like this. I said it like it was in.
That's what's up. Shout out to that producer.
Yeah, man.
More people like
shout
that.
out to Bills, man. Shout out Codename
Word.
Bills. Go
Shout
find him. But like, I have no problem with taking criticism. The last session I was at, it really wasn't a great session because the engineer didn't understand that he can criticize me instead of getting irritated. You know what I'm saying? He's not liking something, but he's not telling me what he doesn't like. Yeah. Now I'm like, bro, let me know. Let me know what needs to be changed. Let me know, like, if I say something too high and you want me to say it lower, say go lower. If you want, you know what I'm saying? If you want me to go high, this is why I told him out of my mouth, but it was like his energy was so messed up. That's why it was really not a great session. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm big on energy.
Nah, that's what's
You know
up.
what I'm saying? Like, literally, I went in the booth, I started writing, I had my back to him. I said, you know what? Took the rolls off and said, I can't work under these conditions. That was my words. I can't work under these conditions.
So how did that Eat It Up record come? Like happen?
I mean,
Was it one of those things you heard the beat, you just went in and it's going crazy, or you wrote it at the crib?
it was one of them ones at the crib.
I explain that. Like, what was the time? Like, what was you doing at that time? Like,
Man, shout out Lyrics Matter. First thing first, man. Lyrics Matter, that's the producer that put the beat together. He really believes in what Dope Music Monopoly, Young Diggz, 88, 400 Haze Money, LB, Maddie, he believes in what we got going on. You know what I'm saying?
that's what's up.
And with that belief, he's like, I'm finna cook something up for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cook something up for you. Mind you, he's with me right now. You know what I'm saying? He's in the room right now. He was like, I'm gonna cook something up for you. He showed me a few of them. You know what I'm saying? He showed me a few of them. That one was like a diamond in the rough. I heard it immediately. I took it to the crib. Shout out LB Leo Bars. Me and him, we sitting back in the room, passing the blunt, and I'm sitting on the phone.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the phone. And cause I just heard it already. I've been a dope boy like Ice Cube. Nigga. I heard it already. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that came about. I wrote it at the crib, pulled up on my boy Bills, told him I had one. You know
So you already knew it was that. You already knew it was one of those. You already knew what people was gonna react after you wrote that shit.
I knew the hook was there.
Okay.
I knew the hook was there. Now, like, I knew that the hook was there. You know what I'm saying? Very point blank. And literally, I punched in probably like eight bars of my verse. Already had it, or already had like the skeleton of what I wanted. I wanted the song to start off, and then I came, and then I finished it off at the end. Bills he's been working with somebody named Jack Bowles. Shout out Jack Bowles. He's been working with somebody named Jack Bowles from Houston, from Texas. You know what I'm saying? And he got a different sound, but we both country. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We both got we both got that versatility where we could do this type of record. He called up. He called him. Hey, Diggz is coming up here. He finna do something. I need y'all to get on the track together. And he told me about Jack before he came. He was like, bro, my boy, I think it's like gotta go. And Jack got on it, and I mean, really, it jive in, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Nah, that's a tough tune. Like, respectfully.
Nah. The song came out right.
And I see that by like the response that you get, like far as like the crowd, like so much engagement. I'm like, yo, that's one of those. Like I said,
I performed like 4 or 5 songs last night. When I performed Eat It Up, it is what
go crazy,
it is.
go crazy in it. The spot go crazy.
And I'm telling you, people love pretty much most of the songs that I've ever put out. You know what I'm saying? Perform. But when I perform that Eat It Up, whether if you heard it for the first time or you heard it, and this is now it's one of your favorites. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But if you heard it for the first time, bro, you gonna tee up with me. You know what I'm saying?
Word, because especially the energy, like I could just tell that like how you felt, but I wanted to hear you say it. I could just tell how you perform, how much you love that record. Then from your energy, the crowd is like, yo. You know what I mean?
The crowd, the crowd definitely feed off my energy.
Word.
But that song definitely is one of them ones. I mean, you can't even deny it, man. You can't deny it. You know what I mean? Like, if you deny it, you're a hater.
Word, that's a fact. So
it is what it is. No, check me out. Bro, my mom, my biggest critic, my biggest hater. My biggest hater. I love, bro, this is, and that's my best friend, too. It's a crazy thing. She loves that song.
That's what's
That's
up.
the only song she like. That beat it up song.
Word.
She's like, I love that song. You know what I'm saying? And literally, and that's part of my motivation to do this. You know what I'm saying? And then when I go in the booth, I'm like, is mom gonna like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, is this gonna be when mom gonna do her little like, hold on, like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's part of the creative process, really. Facts.
All right, throughout your journey, you know what I mean, especially being an independent artist, was there any time that you felt like giving up because you wasn't getting the response that you felt like you deserved?
Yeah, that's why we talked about the large gap of years that I wasn't doing nothing but trying to get to some money. It was the money aspect of it. And then I had my first child. My baby mom, you know what I'm saying? We living together, we making home together, you know what I'm saying? Nigga barely bringing no money in through music. Like, what was going on. So
Yeah.
so that brought a stress to me.
Mm-hmm.
I love music, but it was stressing me out. You know what I'm saying? And it was only stressing me out because I wasn't living that at the standards that I know myself to live. You know what I'm saying? And so I just chose the streets, bro. I got 8 years in the system for it. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, my last like I told you, I got time, man. The last time I did was only 10 months. That's the one that hurt me the most, where I was like, after I did 5 years without learning the lesson, the last one was like, man, get it together, bro. Like, the streets always gonna be there, and what's there though, you know what I'm saying? Let's try to legitimize yourself some way, somehow. I did not think it was gonna be rapping. That wasn't like, oh, I got out of jail and was like, oh, you know what, I'm finna be the biggest rapper in New York. That was never a plan. Bro, I was in the same clothes for 90 days. I was just trying to make sure I was doing good. Facts.
No, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. And I tell anybody the truth, bro. I don't care, bro. My struggle, my journey, bro, it's up. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
what's
I've been there, bro. I've been up and down. Like, my life is a roller coaster. Facts.
You got any projects that you dropping? 'Cause I know you dropping singles and stuff like that, heating the streets up. But like, you dropping any full projects anytime soon?
So I'm not right now until I feel like the time is right. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to gain momentum on these new levels that I'm gaining. You know what I'm saying? So, cause with this industry, you gotta build yourself up if you just ain't coming in with like a huge budget. You know
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, so I'm just gaining my momentum first before I even think about just crazy projects, cause that's just flooding them with music that I could be dropping and trying to get my streams on my singles.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So when you flood them with music, you kind of messing up the momentum from the good songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows I've been outside performing dirty for about like a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let it stop, because how all the good feedback you get from the song, it's like somebody's gonna hear it and be like, take off.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So so I'm not gonna flood them with an EP, and if I do it just be what they've been hearing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing. Once I get with these labels, I need all this other music that I got in the back. I need that to be able to present to them. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Oh, but you need 2 albums? I have 5.
Yeah, you got it, or it's in the stash already. I got it.
You know what I'm saying? But if you drop them right now, it's gonna take away from that aspect of it. Because now you can go wow somebody. You can't wow them if they just go through all 3 of your little last EPs, and then you just trying to come with something new. Now you come in and be like, bro, I got 3 EPs right now.
All right, let's talk about like your acting, because you said you in some movies and things. Like, how you stumble into acting?
Man, shout out Dope Music Monopoly. Shout out Matty Tosa. You know what I'm saying? Literally, one brother led me to another brother, and that brother, you know what I'm saying, is with the movies. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Tubi himself, Matty Tosa. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's all been like just part of the energy. Like, all I ever wanted to do is just put out my love to the world. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you listen to my music, I'm not talking nothing negative. You know what I'm saying? I don't be on no bullshit.
Now you got energy. I like good energy.
Nah, that's all it's about. Like, that's why I've been building the bonds I've been building. But I always wanted to act. I always wanted to be on the comedy side. Like, that's just who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You know what I mean? Like I always just wanted to just show the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's some people out here that's living a real life, but you know what I'm saying, we could shine some light on just having fun, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I still live a real life, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing sweet, but I definitely want to present to the world that, shit, it's people like me that could put a smile on your face, you know what I'm saying? And I've been through it, you know what I mean? So that's how the movie shit came about. They gave me the opportunity, and I'm like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't I? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why wouldn't I want to get on the camera? So I've been blessed with a few roles already. We got a few things in the works. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I got my own movie in the works right now. Right?
That's what's up. Can't wait to hear it.
Yes, I got my own.
Can't wait to look at it. All that good stuff. So in the next 5 years, Young Diggz 88. What can we expect from you? Where do you see yourself, rather?
I mean,
Cause you locked in, you going hard.
No, I'm locked in, so I don't know if I don't know if you're talking about on the PJ or if you're talking about, you know what I'm saying, on the yacht. I don't know what we talking about, you know what I'm saying. But nah, at the end of the day, within 5 years, for real, within 5 years, I want to be the man that be able to put his people in, be able to give his people jobs. So you know what I'm saying. I want to be able to be a business to where I can put other people in position to go make money. You know what I mean? It ain't just about me getting money and going to go buy mama a house and everything. That's definitely the plan. You know what I'm saying? But within 5 years, I want to be somebody that, you know what I'm saying, go ahead, cause I already got my situation. I go help somebody else get the same situation. You know what I mean? And it ain't just got to be music. Like whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you do, like I already invest in little stuff that don't got nothing to do with music and ain't got nothing to do with me sometimes. Got my own clothing lines, got 2 LLCs, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's what I'm gonna be trying to preach, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got a clothing line? What's the name of your clothing line?
No table manners, man. You know we eat at all costs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna let nobody get in our way, you know what I'm saying? My plate is in front of me, and if your plate is in the way, I will take it. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but I got no table manners, yeah.
That's what's up. So is the ultimate goal to get signed to a major, or you just happy because we're in 2025? You know what I mean? We do things independently. We got streaming platforms. We got media out here. We got a lot of different avenues where we don't really need a big machine. And I understand the big machine. It could get you to places that a small bag can't. But do you want to be signed to a major?
No. I mean, it's not a must. It's not a must. If the situation makes sense to up everything that I got going on, yes. What I really want to do is break through the independent wave, you know what I'm saying? Catch my moments, put my money behind it, and then once we catch, we're gonna take off, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just the same way other people do. But a lot of ways, you know what I'm saying, you always need people in the business that know the game to be with you, you know what I'm saying? So you really can't take away the aspect of a lot of labels being around. You know what I'm saying? But you take away the aspect of signing with them. You know what I mean? So as long as I got them, you know what I'm saying, around, you know, people that give me some game and stuff like that. Like, I've been mentored by so many people since I've been out here. You know, people that have been with Sony, people that have been with Epic, people that have been with Republic. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm not looking to sign. If it makes sense for what you know what I'm saying, what our whole grand scheme and our whole plan is, I will do it. For the right price, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if it makes sense, and like I said, I got the albums already, so you know what I mean.
Yeah, you already got it already. You already got the merchant. I already got the product, man. You know what I mean?
But at the end of the day, if we could just break the streaming game independently, that's all we need right now. As long as we get these views up, and you know what I'm saying, and the royalty checks coming in, and the checks coming in, we're good.
Oh yeah.
You know
All right. Give some advice to anybody that's trying to break in the music industry, you know what I mean? Like, as far as like an independent artist. Because like I said, you've been through the struggles, you know how much it costs to get your song to radio and things like that, so.
Yeah, it definitely costs to get your song on the radio. But it don't every time. Because I've been on the radio a lot and I ain't paid for one.
Oh,
This
that's
is
what's
fact.
up.
I can say this on camera.
Respectfully.
I can say this on camera because
Yeah, go ahead.
everybody call me
Oh,
out.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't know. Could y'all see my eyes, bro? Could y'all see my eyes? Do I look tired? I just... Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, so it's good.
No, but nah. I'm only asking that because that's part of what I'm finna tell y'all. Be ready to stay up.
Ooh.
Be ready to stay up. Be ready for these long nights and them early mornings. Be ready to really stay down for what you really want to do. If you feel like, oh, I'm a rapper, I'm a singer, you got to live in that. You got to live in that truth. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I did this rapping even while working. And at the end of the day, when I stopped working, it went to another level. You know why? Because I took it different. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely got to be focused on the fact of you got to believe in what you really want to do. Can't nobody steer you away from it. Can't nobody, man, don't do this, don't do that. Because if you got a plan, you gotta keep working that plan. You know what I'm saying? You got to work the plan until it makes sense. You know what I mean? And if it makes sense, you know what I'm saying, do it. If it don't make sense and everybody's saying the same thing, you need to stop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If everybody's saying the same thing, but not for real, just stay focused on having that energy to keep going. Like I said, it's gonna be some long nights. It's gonna be some very long nights. I'll be having long months. So definitely stay focused on that, and just know that the industry is it's a wicked game, bro.
Word, fact.
You know what I'm saying? Home of the fake friends, you know what I mean?
Word, fact.
You know what I mean? So you definitely got to watch out for that.
That's what's Tell us about the next singles, videos, and movies. Let the people know what we can expect from you.
The movies, well, we got Remnants on the way.
Mm-hmm.
We got The Bag on the way, and then we're gonna do a kind of like a little biopic with me with a little, you know what I'm saying, making sure we keep my energy in it, you know what I'm saying? Because really, bro, all day long it's a movie. We always having fun. So definitely we working on that. Then I got a track with shout out to the legend, man, Ron Browse.
Shout out to Ron Browns.
I just got a Ron Browse track that I'm working on called Hop In. Definitely, it's already amazing. And,
I could tell. This the type of beats I know that go with your energy.
Yeah,
yo.
and it's crazy. I'm kind of stepping outside my box. It's for the ladies.
I mean, we need them for the ladies though. Like
it's fire. It's not. It's fire. And then I just met this amazing artist named G Rec. Amazing artist. Me and him just made something on the spot.
Oh, damn.
Me and him just made something on the spot, like to the point I can't even tell you the name of it right now. Heat though.
We gonna try to get it though.
Heat though. Nah. Look it. I'm gonna have y'all looking for that Young Diggz 88 and G Rec. But I ain't gonna lie. At the end of the day, Heat. We got that. Me and 400 Hayes Money. If any EP do drop, it'll be Young Diggz 88 and 400 Hayes Money. You know what I'm saying? If anything do drop, it's gonna be me and my brother. Cause me and him, all we do is create magic every time we go to the studio, and we just got so much good music just waiting to go crazy. And it's crowd music. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, me and 400, we definitely got something on the way for y'all before the summer come, and that's a fact. We got the Secrets video shoot too coming up in April. Definitely gonna turn that up. I got Eat It Up video shoot. Oh my God, bro! I got a track called Voice Go. It's 100% a Cali vibe. 100% Cali vibe.
That's what's up.
100% called Voice Go. When I say the gravitation to it has been crazy. We're gonna do everything right by this track. Facts.
That's what's up. So let the people know where they could find you at. You know what I mean? Drop your socials and shout out to whoever you want to shout out to before we end this interview.
All right. Well, you can find me on any and all platforms, including my socials, under Young Diggz 88. That's all one word. That's Young spelled correctly, Diggz 88. Do not put no spaces in it. You will not find me. You hear me? I'm telling y'all this right now so we don't have no discrepancies later. But yeah, I'm on all platforms. My IG is Young Diggz 88. Bro, 2025, I'm telling y'all gonna feel the force. You know what I'm saying? This is for real. You know what I'm saying? Viralistically, it hit differently. Shout out Hayes Money. Shout out LB, shout out Maddie, shout out Lyric, man, shout out my baby, you know what I'm saying? Shout out that day, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my mama, you know what I'm saying? But nah, at the end of the day, bro, I got a really amazing team, man. Shout out Story, Easy, Dizzle, J Laugh, man. Shout out to everybody, bro. I know I'm missing people solo, G-Wave, bro. Like, it's so many people. Oh, yeah, man, shout out Leash. Shout out to the shooter. Shout out to the camera lady, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the major director, you know what I'm saying, Leash. At the end of the day, I got a full team of amazing people, bro.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Man, thank you for Lyric, you know what I'm saying? People don't even know that, you know what I'm saying? I got somebody in the back, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? In the back that's really, you know what I'm saying, holding stuff down when we need it to be held down. And that's Lyrics Matter. I need y'all to really tap in with my boy, amazing producer, you know what I'm saying? He's always with me, you know what I'm saying? But for real, bro, 2025, bro, love yourself, bro. Love yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? It's about happiness this year. I ain't gonna do nothing but be happy. So if you want to watch the movie, tune in. I'm be in Vegas for spring break. You know what I'm saying? I ain't lying to nobody. We gonna be up. You know what I'm saying? Find me outside on the strip. Facts. You know what I mean?
I want to shout out to Young Diggz 88 for pulling up on us on the Hello Effect podcast. Make sure you check out one of my favorite songs. Eat It Up. You know what I mean? That's fire, energetic. You know what I mean? And y'all go support him. You know what I mean? Thank you. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure you follow all the socials, the topics and discussions we'll be talking about. This is another episode of the Hello Effect with me, your host, Seek, a.k.a. Mr. Hello.